Testing, testing. Hey, it looks like it can hear me. Hi. I was just looking at this picture I downloaded of the Kaiser Vancouver Shipyards. And I kind of wonder about it because, there's a whole lot of, very high-level infrastructure in this shipyard. And basically, none of it remains. It's almost like a World's Fair situation where, we had the war going on, so we quickly had to build this shipyard. It's clearly massive, and then we tore it all down afterwards. Vancouver couldn't have used all of this infrastructure for some reason. Wouldn't have been, any boon to the area. But, so I'm looking at this picture, right? And I started to notice this over here, and I'm trying to figure out exactly where it was located. I thought I knew, but I'm not 100% on that. And, this looks like sure this is Highway 14, and from the curve of it right there, it's like the Fort Vancouver would be right over here, from what I can tell. I know that's close to the area. But I'm wondering if this is Fort Vancouver over here, then... And a lot of stuff was built for the shipyard too. In fact, the Kaiser Permanente hospitals came out of this as a result of Kaiser opening the hospital. The first one was in Vancouver, in a very sunk-in-the-ground looking kind of building that there's only one picture of from an aerial view. But that's how Kaiser Permanente got started, for all the welders that were, wheezing themselves to death after working in these things, apparently, because they didn't have any proper ventilation. There's this picture of all these welders. They're down in these little squares in the bottom of the ship's welding with smoke just rolling everywhere. Anyway, so Kaiser Shipyards, the miracle shipbuilder, right? So I'm looking at the picture here and get a scope for the scale. I think, let's see, where did I see that? I think that is like a bus on the road. So, it's, pretty good sized stuff we're talking about down here. But I was looking off to the side here and I'm like, there's cars parked over here and stuff. So this is a parking lot. That would be a huge parking lot. Clearly that's a big one right there, and it's not even full. But I'm looking at this area, and you can tell it's been chewed all around. And now this looks like the end of an airstrip almost. So, I don't know, but this is about where Cheklov Field would be, which is for some reason not known as that anymore. It's Pearson, and they used to have a museum there, an aviation museum, but they closed it. It costs a lot of money to leave these things in a museum and have the door open so people can come look. But anyway, it used to be Cheklov Field because this Russian Cheklov guy defected and he flew his plane here and landed there, I guess is the story, back in 1914 or something. And that's how it got its name, at least, unless I'm completely imagining that, because that's the story I remember from when I was younger. Okay, so anyway, it looks like the end of a runway, but I'm not sure. So I started looking at this. Well, what is this? I saw some pictures where it looked like these were housing units right here for workers, to live in. But the same shape is in the ground over here. You can see it's very well marked out, right, and symmetrical. And then there's a few things that are still here, like these arranged houses here. It almost looks like a stage setup or something, in a way. This I can't even make out if those are all bushes or buildings or what. Those are too big to be bushes. So there's like farmhouses and type stuff, it looks like. This could be some sort of water thing right there. It's quite a ways from the river, but alright. So, what is this? That's what I'm wondering. And let's go on here. These are some huge buildings too. I think the only ones that are still here are, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that maybe these ones are still here. Because when I go down to Portco, there's some old, big, industrial buildings are wide open on the ends for a lot of welding going on and stuff inside, but they're not super huge. They're pretty big, but they're not super huge. So I'm not sure about that. And there's, a bunch of the ships. I was going to do a whole big thing on the Kaiser Shipyards, but I'll see how far I can get here. I don't have all my pictures arranged out properly, so, I probably should have planned this a little better, but I don't know, it's just late. I should probably be getting to sleep, but oh well, it's too late now. Oh hey, it's like the pictures I took on there. Okay, Liberty ships and fireboats. Stop number 13. Industrialist Henry J. Kaiser. While we were fighting one Kaiser, we had another Kaiser helping us win another war. Established 3 shipyards in the area. What's that underlined? Let's click on it and see what happens. Okay. I think this is this Swan Island one. Northwest Shipyards produced some 752 ships. 752. Opening in 41, Kaiser initially built a shipyard on the Willamette near Portland St. John's neighborhood. The original 87-acre site grew to more than 300 acres. Kaiser next opened a 200-acre Vancouver shipyard upstream from the Interstate Bridge, right there, and began production in early 42. They built all of that from where my picture go? Yeah. They built all of this in less than the time of the war, so they could build ships for the war. I find that very hard to believe. The time frame does not work. But anyway, okay. National Housing Agency. This is how the project. Alright, anyway. 38,000 workers. Vancouver must have been started by that. The Kaiser Company then launched the Swan Island Shipyard. The Conan O'Brien, Jeremiah O'Brien, that's Conan's grandpa. Liberty ships were large and slow-moving vessels that hauled cargo across both the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans in World War II. More than 300 Liberty ships were built by the Oregon Shipbuilding Corporation, more than any other shipyard in the country. Star of Oregon. A lot of people. More than 2,700 Liberty ships were built for the British and U.S. governments. Didn't we just fight the British off here and win our independence, and then we're building ships for them? That's a little funky. The ship, I guess it was a while before that we fought off the British, but still, it's funny how that works. It's like the bully in school, You finally face him down, you get in a fight, and then after that you become friends. It's like, well, whatever. Same thing with countries, right? The shipyards attracted workers from across the nation, particularly from the South. Well, I'll be. Thousands of African Americans contributed to an increase in Portland's black population, which grew from 1,800 before the war, they know that, to an estimated 15,000 in 1946. Kaiser also attracted some estimated 40,000 Native Americans who left reservations for the first time to work in defense industries. Yeah, anything to get off the res, right? Get out of the concentration camp. Hey, you get out, we'll let you out of the Indian concentration camp if you come and work for us in our shipyards and, get your lungs hashed. In addition to the shipyards, brought large numbers of women into the industrial workforce, because why not? You don't want to stay home raising children. You get out there and work. By 1945, only about 10,000 men and 2,000 women worked in 3 Northwest yards. So by the end of the war, there was 12,000 total in 3 shipyards. Okay. 2 former delivery ships are. That must be the. Where is this one? It does not say. Oxford Port of Port. Alright. There's a real lack of pictures there. This is Gene and Terminal 6, and that's interesting. Hayden Island virtual tour. That was kind of lame. A couple pictures. I got more pictures than that. Yeah, douchebag. Yeah, I'm not interested. Okay. Wonder if I can find them. That is the question. That's Zibon. Over here. Oh, they might be in vids, perhaps. No, no, they're not. Maybe one mammoth here. I probably what do I do with those things? Oh well. Again, I'll find them. That's some wiring on the hydrogen torch I was working on. Here's when I got gas and it was sequential numbers. Oh, this is another time. So anyway, this seems like a World's Fair story to me. I'm gonna have to get my shit together and do a proper presentation, but yeah, come with it. Well, we built all this in a rush, all of this, and then what took away what was, this was a farmland, right? Okay, it was farmland, but give me a break. That's not even hardly likely. I think the Pacific Northwest was the last area to be settled on the North American continent, most likely because people weren't allowed to come out here until it had been properly, cleansed, which it still hasn't. The whole country hasn't been, let's face it. The whole country is completely loaded still with all the evidence you would ever need that the old world was vastly different than our history tells us it is. And when I mean old world, I don't mean thousands of years. I mean a couple hundred years even. It's ridiculous to think that our history could even be correct. It's just such a farce. It's insanity. Insanity, I say. Because like, let's see here, where we go. Pacific Breakface Building. I'll get to some other pictures here though, Oh, good, okay. These guys are in Tenino, I guess, chopping some blocks. But this is the Eugene Electric Trolley Station. The three arched windows and the portholes, and very solid looking building, right? Next, there's an old timey electric train, between Salem and Portland. This is an Oregon electric train as it looked in 1912. The building under construction in the background is the Masonic Temple. Yeah, it looks like an office building. Okay, but yeah, these guys are up there. I'm surprised that's not number 33. It's 54. So, Next. Oh yeah, U.S. National Bank in Portland. Rather large building, you might say. Very columnar. City Hall. Power Station City Hall. A little mini skyscraper in the back. A whole lot of newspaper boxes. This must be a whole picture. There's not many newspapers anymore. We don't even have those. Kind of a portico look around the front there too. I'm sure that was needed for City Hall in Portland when it was established. Oops. Get the email. There they go. There we go. What do we got here? I guess this is more than just the Kaiser story. I don't buy the Kaiser story. I'm going to get back to that when I got better pictures. I don't know what I did with those ones. First National Bank. It looks like a cube. White cube. 1920s. 1910. These are all Portland, Salem, Eugene, I-5 corridor, basically. Well, except for this. This is, I think this is in downtown Portland. In 1893? I mean, this might not be Portland. Because it does not say. But all these I was getting was for Portland, so. Got the bricks on the road. Underneath the, looks like they put covering over there. They just had to fill something in along the sides here. The bricks are out here, but they got some sort of rendering over the next. Oh yeah, Portland's Mount Tabor, Milwaukee. Portland, Mount Tabor, Milwaukee Road. All the main roads out of Portland had their own line that went back and forth to the main route that went up and down the I-5 corridor. Here's the Mount Tabor boys. Looking like you're talking to us. I think they were talking to us. No, looking very serious. In 1888. Oh yeah, because you know they at first they had to do horses before they figured out how motors work. In 1872. This what's that say? I can't quite read that one. Nope, can't remember right now. Quite a few of them though. These were some staged pictures right here, and I almost think there's some funny business going on with this sign right here. I don't know why. I don't doubt that Kaiser Studios was a thing, spelled with a K-I. I don't know when this picture was said to be taken, but there's clearly, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go back there again. There's clearly some transformers on pole right there, so we've got plenty of power in the area. But look at this sign. It's sitting, it's on this building, I guess, but it just is perfectly situated between these two poles in a really weird way. It looks like it's connected to this pole, but then, oh, it's on the building, but then it just happens to stop at the edge of this other pole from this perspective. I thought that was odd, and I'll tell you why. And here's why I say it's staged, you know, duh. Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys digging a hole in the same spot. I mean, and what are they doing? They're just kind of like looking at the ground, holding some shovels. This guy's over here, you know, ready to hike the ball, and this guy, I guess, is overseeing the job as the trolley sits here, right? For Selwood. This is the Selwood trolley, so definitely Portland. You know, staged totally, and those guys ain't doing jack. They got all the stuff on that pole. Wires galore. Okay, but the sign here, it's kind of an old world building too, but photo plays. Yeah, it's telling you right there, photo plays. What's that say? Does that say XXX in educational films? No, it says Sodic, S-O-D-I-C, I can't tell, in educational films. But, okay, I think it's in the next picture, yeah. Now, here's the same picture with a little zoomed in, right? These guys doing the same thing. I think it's, from the same picture. Here's the other Kaiser sign. On this one, it happens to sit right between some poles too, for some reason. I just thought that was weird. Capital City Railway Company. Got some steam engines going on there. 289. I should even started with the Kaiser stuff. I should have started with my streetcar presentation, because that seems to all be here. Traction Company. It was a Portland Traction Company. With a very, 40s looking steam or electric rail car there. That's off of my boat. It's outside my boat. Okay, and when I'm getting into the, the Oregon Iron Works. These guys who, this doesn't look staged or anything, right? That looks totally staged. I mean, there's a trestle railroad thing, I'm sure, but why does the picture look so damn staged? It looks like these guys are standing on a stage or something, and then they put this picture in the background. It's all hazed out looking for that reason. It's a ways up there. You see trees, tops of trees down there. But this is, the lighting seems different on this foreground. Like, yeah, we just got done building this. Alright. Some of these guys look like the same guy, too. Him and him, they got a very similar look. And let's go with let's see if he's got a twin. Yeah, this guy's similar. Yeah, that could, I don't know, this guy's eyes are a little beadier. This guy's got the schnoz going on there, and check out a big schnoz. He might be all alone. Wait a minute. There's this guy, that's him at a different angle. Anyway, yeah, these guys, what's all this fogged out stuff in the background we're not supposed to see, right? This, whatever thing is still there. This is the gang. This is in my other video about the Oregon Iron Works. Yeah, I'm sure it goes right there. In front of their steam engine that arrived, as soon as Portland started becoming a city, steam engines arrived. We just stole this from the steam engine yard. They'll never catch us. This was the old power plant, they said, from the Oregon Iron Works, and I don't know what that's supposed to mean. It's some steps that are broken and crumbled and look ancient. Okay, yeah, and this is their thing here. There's not picture one of it being in use at all. Nothing. There's just it. The stack, whatever they call that thing, with their building over it. These bearded guys hanging out up on the roof, posing. I mean, I thought that was some crows for a minute. I think I got a better picture of it than this one. Over here. Lime kilns. Now I'm still trying to figure out what is going on with these guys anyway, because there's the thing made out of brick and stone that they guess they made lime in. It's not a lime kiln, but there are some lime kilns. They call them beehives. Oh, beehive, alright. And then there's this big ass machine, okay, the iron for downtown Portland that got removed. Cast iron is said to have been forged here. I mean, I think that's the official story. And so what, before Portland was even built, all of this very heavy looking equipment was just what, we're going out to start a city, we're going to order some stuff in here and build this gigantic machine. I mean, this must be inside okay, this is inside the big Tartarian looking castle type building with all the windows blown out of it. What the hell we got here? I mean, there's this, it's just kind of abandoned, right? I think I already, covered this one. The smelter, okay, that's what the word I was trying to think of. Smelter of 1866. Okay, of course you gotta put that sign on there, right? I'm saying that's what everybody knows. And look at the smelter too. The smelter is big, but look at the size of the entrance. Does it not look as if the ground level is different between these? This looks like it's been dug out some, but look how overgrown everything is. So when exactly did they use this smelter? I really can't figure that out. Doesn't make no sense. Oh, hey, glitchy. Looks like we're ending up here. Watch, this one's up on the peninsula. Is that bricks in there too? Come on. This is in the up in the woods on the Olympic Peninsula in the mountains. They just come up here with a bunch of bricks, built a lime kiln. Okay. I mean, it rains a lot there, though. These are some of my Morgellons pictures. This little fuzzball thing came off of my head, and that's what was in it. Neato. Oh yeah, we're back to Lewis and Clark Expo, Montgomery Park. My picture. I'm like, what's going on here? These could be digging footers for some other building. It's possible, but it looks like an archaeology dig. So the Oswego furnace smelter, okay. When was it ever used to make that iron that supposedly went into them? Because you can tell the ground's up higher than it is right there. Because I've got some pictures of it that are just redonkulous. What did I just do with that? Oh, it was in there. We go. I'm gonna look here on this other side here. Okay. Come on. Taxing my computer here. Okay, so there's our entrance. We need some people next to it so we could get some scale. And we have it here. Okay, check them out. You think it's been flooded a little bit? What is it right there? Oh yeah, a little mini oven thing in there. That's weird. That's weird. This one is not, the picture's not high enough up to see it. But, yeah. Okay. It's been flooded, you can tell. The ground level is different between those pictures. Shoot, let me close some of these. So, that Kaiser thing, I don't buy that for 1 minute. I've been meaning to get to my video on the Lewis and Clark Expo too. I mean, this was the Asian building or something, they said, right? Over here was, behind it was the world's biggest log cabin, I believe. And you can tell its size by, these people out front that are very, very small. Even the doors are big, and they look like they're inside of a larger door frame still. And this is all glass, so this is a glass palace, or crystal palace. It was in Portland, but, we don't need that stuff with all the landscaping all around it. Nice, let's just tear that crap down, because who needs it, right? 1905. Oh, this is where it zoomed us up to, so. The Marine Hospital in Seattle Pacific South. It is a Kaiser now, I think, or it's a hospital or something. But, and here it is, and it won't let me zoom in for some reason. But, ain't gonna do it. Anyway, this looks like a set almost, like a model. I mean, look at the way everything is stark and clean. Here, let me zoom, you bastard. It won't let me zoom. I don't get it. Must be the type of file it is. But so, looks like some stuff being dug out back here. Something, can't tell what that is. What is it? But yeah, okay, gigantic doorways. There's virtually no pictures of the inside of this building either. It's a very nice building too. I mean, there's modern pictures of the inside, but there's none of the original. These large houses built around it. I know I hadn't noticed this one before, but yeah, look at this. Look at the difference in the wood. Those are stone blocks. This is like almost Egyptian looking right here, and it's Art Deco, Yeah. Wonder why it suddenly won't let me zoom. There's my friend's dad, Merle Solland. He flipped that on a racing boats up near Seattle, a long time ago. The New Market building. Very nice. Oh, this is the Tenino terminal. Let me zoom on this one, yes it will. Tenino was said to have a quarry there. Where they quarried stone for a lot of the stuff around Seattle and Olympia and whatever when they built it, right? There was a quarry there, I'm sure. There's gigantic blocks there. Okay, well, back to the streetcars again. Check this out. Oregon Electric Albany, 1912. Because, Albany, Oregon's such a big city that it needs its own streetcars in 1912, right? No. But it had them. Let's see, Woodburn. Woodburn is, little town in between Portland and Salem. Apparently not too small to have some big brick buildings and a nice streetcar and a whole lot of people dressed in black. What the hell? There's a baby. There's a kid. But mostly young adults of the same age, from what I can tell. Not a very diverse age group. I love this picture too. The Oregon Electric Combine Railroad, Hillsboro, 1910. Well, it looks like they were doing a little remodeling at the Hillsboro, train station, right? I mean, can that train even make it through the mud? I mean, what are they trying to get us with this picture? I don't know. We got some blurring going on. These guys are, I guess, we're moving. Oh, and she's carrying a suitcase, though. That's not... Here's quite a blur. That looks strange. Got a feather in his hat or something? I don't know what I'm seeing there. This guy just got back from the Civil War. It's like the war's over, what? These people are... This is their baggage cart? I don't know. For number 39 here. This guy's just hanging out watching. Electric rail car running, you know, it's over 100-mile line. And here's the ground. You know, it looks a little muddy. You might want to clean some of that up before the, you know, drive the electric train over it to, I don't know, I'm just being silly. Eugene Depot. Eugene was much cleaner. Corvallis, very clean. Number 17. Hey! Damn computer. I think my mouse is getting... It's warped us to downtown Portland. I guess it's telling me it's time to end the video, because it's trying to spaz out. Oh yeah, Oregon, Portland had an inclined railway. I think now we have that stupid tram thing in the same place, up to OHSU. An inclined railway makes a lot more sense because it doesn't hardly use any power. It's just because they counterbalance each other and do-do-do-do-do, hello. Real easy to do. Way better than a stupid tram. Thanks, dumb. These guys were a Wise Up channel. Yeah, with their masks on, graduating from OHSU's, you know, hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil, or always wear your mask or something. Oh, these guys again. Oh, here's that Pacific South building too. One of the back door on it. Check it. It's a pretty big door to begin with, but look at the door frame. I mean, this is the door frame, and you know, that was said to be built as a hospital originally. Hence the, you know, the staff of Asclepius or whatever. The symbol of banking and finance. It's not a medical symbol. It's that's very Egyptian looking on it, but still. And this kind of looks like a I don't want to say it looks like a resting male piece. But anyway, this door was put into this frame. You know, and they got these black bricks, so those go match all the way up around. These ones do not. I think this centerpiece was put in at a later date to help fill in the gigantic door frame that just didn't make any sense, right? Which has got steps going up to it anyway. And here it is in more modern times with these big old pillars that are very weathered and dirty looking. But Pacific Tower Garage, yep. Very Art Deco. Couldn't find any pictures of the inside. Really, I wanted to, but I could. So yeah, I'm back to Lake Oswego. This is what that big machine is inside there. I don't know where the smelter comes into the picture because there's nothing of it ever being used. So between Washington and the Capitol, ooh. And the rail cars, right? Sets the pace. Round trip daily, $275. Bid for 30 days. Lots of places to get on at, but who needs that? We need to get rid of all that crap so people can drive their cars and you know, sleeper cars, Eugene, so you can take a nap on your way. Okay, I'm going to end it here, if it's still going, that is. Kaiser, I'll have to get back there, but on that Kaiser. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.